About a month ago, we completed this deck addition project for a client. It turned out amazing. I do actually have a video of us building this deck, so if that interests you guys, I definitely recommend it. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the cost to build an addition to your deck. So definitely make sure to stick around to the very end to not miss out on any of the costs. So since the labor to build a deck may vary from contractor to contractor, some contractors might charge a little bit less, some of them might charge a little bit more. It really depends. So I'm just going to be sharing with you guys the cost of the materials for this deck. And keep in mind, the materials that we used for this project were actually a little bit more expensive. The client chose to do a composite decking and also black aluminum railings, which were actually very expensive. So, this client decided to go a little bit more expensive, do something that is going to be more durable and long lasting for, the next 25 years or so. They didn't want the hassle of repainting, refinishing the deck every 2 or 3 years. So they decided to go with a composite decking, a little bit more expensive, that's for sure. However, it does guarantee a very durable and long lasting deck. I am also going to share with you guys the average cost for the labor to build a deck. So I'm going to do that a little bit later on in this video. So definitely make sure to stick around. So the deck addition that we built for this client was 23 feet wide all the way to the end of that window, about 15 feet from the patio door to the end of the deck. So it was a really good sized deck, although it wasn't anything crazy big where it would be very expensive to build this deck. However, it is definitely so much better than what it was before, because before it was just a very small wooden deck that the developer built. This is actually a new construction home, so all the decks that the developer built were very small, completely unusable. I honestly don't know why they built such small decks. Obviously it makes sense. They do need to cut their costs. However, it has completely no usability. So this client hired us to, expand their deck, make it a little bit more usable. And it turned out amazing. I'm very happy with the results. And the most important part, our clients are happy with the results. In this case, since we were just building an addition, we did keep 3 of the current posts in there, and also the staircase. We just removed the top layer of the staircase, so all the wooden decking, we changed it to a composite decking for the stairs. So we did of course have to pull permits, which the client had to pay for the permits, and we did also, as contractors, have to pay for the registration of our company to the city. However, you guys as the homeowners, you don't have to worry about any contractor expenses for registration of the company. All you have to worry about is the permits, and also if you do come into an agreement with a contractor that you yourself are going to be doing the drawings, you will have to pay for that as well, which will be maybe $1,000 to $2,000. Really depends on which kind of architect you find and how much they will charge for that. Could be less than 1,000, could be more than 1,000. It really depends. If you do live in an association community, you will also have to get approval from the association to build this deck. So we did have to add 5 new posts. So we had to dig 5 new post holes, 42-inch depth. They were 16-inch in diameter. However, once again, if you are doing this yourself, you have to pull permits, and you have to make sure that everything that you do is good with codes, and because the inspector is going to come and check the work, so it needs to be good with codes in the city as well. So definitely make sure you are following that step by step. You are not doing anything that's wrong, because they will stop the work and you will have to fix it before you can continue building the deck. The process of the inspector coming to check the work, there was actually 3 different inspections. So the first inspection was after we had all the post holes actually dug out. Then the inspector comes in, checks the work, makes sure it's good, makes sure the depth and the diameter is good. After that, you will be able to pour the concrete into the sonotubes. And the next inspection was after the rough framing. So once we completed the rough framing, we called the inspector again. They came to check the work. Everything was good. We were able to continue. And the final inspection was the final. So once everything was complete, all the decking, all the railings were installed, that's when the inspector came, checked the work, make sure it's good. It was good, and that's it. That's the end of the project. So that was the schedule of the inspections for this particular project. However, like I said, if you are doing this yourself, you will have maybe different kind of schedules. You will just have to make sure with your city when those inspections will be there. However, a lot of the times, if you are doing this with a contractor, the contractor will help you out, and they will do a lot of the work for you. They will call the inspector, schedule the inspection, all that kind of stuff, unless you and the contractor talk about it and say that you as the homeowner would like to schedule the inspections. But That's between you and the contractor. However, the total cost for the materials to build this 23 by 15 addition was around $10,000. That included all the framing, all the decking, all the railings, everything like that. However, things like the hangers and nails were not actually included in the $10,000 price that I just gave you guys. That was actually something that we as contractors purchased separately. And that does definitely add up because nails are very expensive. Hangers and all those things are very expensive as well. However, a lot of the times the contractor will purchase those kind of things themselves. So there's definitely many different ways contractors can go about it. So you just have to deal with your contractor and also come into an agreement. Make sure you both know what is being done. And now for the price of the labor, like I said, this can actually really depend. But the average cost for the labor to build a deck is about $30 to $60 per square foot. And that is definitely a big difference, you know, $30 and $60 per square foot. It's a big difference. But like I said, that's just the average. I really can't speak for other contractors. So whenever a homeowner hires us for a job, the price that we have is the price that we have. And now a lot of people may have the questions, even maybe you guys have the question, is it really worth paying more to buy composite decking instead of traditional wooden decking? Because like I said, the cost for the composite decking is much more expensive than wooden decking. And it is actually a little bit harder to install composite decking as well. However, with composite decking, it is very nice and clean. It's kind of looks like you're installing flooring, however, on a actual deck. So it's very nice. And like I said, it's very durable. It's very long lasting. 25 years, that's at least what the manufacturers say. And I would say it is definitely worth it spending a little bit more because like I said in the beginning of the video, every 2 or 3 years, you would have to be refinishing and painting your deck if you were to go with a wooden deck. However, I would say there are 2 cons about composite decking. The first one is a lot of the composite decking is actually very uneven. It's kind of like this. A lot of it is kind of just really, not in a straight line. They're very uneven. That's a little bit disappointing, especially when you're paying such a premium price for composite decking. And then you have to deal with, boards that are really uneven. Especially as contractors, this is very frustrating, but we have to do what we have to do. And if we have to deal with those kind of boards, then we just have to deal with them. But it is definitely frustrating because a lot of the times you will actually go to the store and they will have displays and models of the composite decking. And you might think, okay, this is pretty nice, right? But when you actually go into the warehouse and you look at the quality, you can see it is actually really bent, really uneven. Not all of them, but the ones that we did install for this client was actually really uneven and was very disappointing because, they paid so much money for this. In the end, it did come out good. However, us as contractors, we did have a little bit of troubles installing this because just to get it straight was actually very difficult. And the second con is you have to remember when you install composite decking, you can't paint it. So the color that you go with really is the only color that you have to live with for the next, 10 years, 25 years, however long you plan to live in that house. Unless you decide to change the decking sometime in 10 years, then I guess you can choose a different color. Also, if you go with like an aluminum railing like this client did, they chose a black aluminum railing. It was very expensive, actually, around $3,500 to $4,000 for these railings. Very expensive, and this is the color that they have to live with, so they can't change this color. I suppose they could paint it, they could sand it down and spray paint it. However, it's just not going to be the same, and you will probably get also some peeling, especially if the job isn't done professionally. Those are just the things you have to look out for. Composite decking is very nice, it's very durable, very long lasting, but it's of course very expensive and it does come with 2 big cons like I just mentioned. So definitely make sure you do your research and pick colors that you like and make sure you pick good quality composite decking because there is definitely some really bad quality composite decking and you don't want to be spending all this money for composite decking for it to be really bad quality. And building a deck addition or just a new deck in general is actually very worth it. It is going to raise so much value to your home. It's going to provide a really nice entertainment area. So definitely, if you are thinking of adding an addition to your deck or building your brand new deck, I highly recommend it. It is very worth it. But that is going to wrap it up for this video. I really hope you guys found this video entertaining and helpful. Please let me know in the comment section down below what do you think of this project. And if you haven't already watched the video of how we built this deck, I definitely recommend it. I show you guys step by step the entire process. It's also very entertaining. So if you just want to kick back and relax and enjoy this video, I highly recommend it. And I will see you guys in the next video.